It's like a big noodle.
So we went with the smaller guy this time to try to save space, putting in a 24-volt DC heating element.
It's a pretty intense water filter. This is 0.4 micron.
I don't think I could have done that. Anybody who's ever done plumbing knows it's annoying.
We are here in the Mog, and today is all about freshwater plumbing system.
Gonna move this mattress out of the way so we can work underneath the bed. Gonna bring in the 100-gallon freshwater tank, very exciting. And then just start installing the components. Hopefully we have fresh water by the end of today, if not today, by some point tomorrow. And then we'll deal with the gray water side after that.
It's kind of funny that we brought our mattress in here yesterday just because we wanted to kind of relax in our build and make it feel a little bit more homey, and we just immediately have to remove it.
Of course we did that, but maybe that's what we needed to get kicked into gear about getting everything under the bed done so we can really move forward and be sleeping in here and be a little more comfortable.
Yeah, lots of projects to do, so let's get started.
This is the best version of the projector system, yeah.
We'll just fill the sink with everything.
That's what always happens.
I know.
It's amazing the sink doesn't get more beat up.
I know. I do just want to note, this is not the color of our comforter. With the green cabinets, it's really giving Barney vibes.
Joker vibes.
Purple is not my favorite color. This is just an old fitted sheet so that our mattress doesn't get dirty. I just wanted to note that because it does bother me.
Oh, it's staying.
Purple comforter, here we come.
Let's rock. Get it on the corner?
Yeah, it's like a big noodle.
Almost like it just not connected. I guess once the mattress on there, it's not helpful, but plumbing day. Might have to call up the brothers. Mario and Luigi brothers. Help us out. I don't like plumbing very much.
The brothers. I was like, what brothers?
Yeah, Mario and Luigi brothers. Their last name is Brothers. It's Mario Brothers and Luigi Brothers. They are also brothers, but their last name is Brothers. Brothers Plumbing. Mario and Luigi Brothers.
Fantastic.
Here is our brand new water heater. So we went with the smaller guy this time to try to save space. Probably could have fit like a 6-gallon, but this should be a little easier to work with. I'm gonna go with a bigger DC water heating element. I have a 600-watt one. So this will replenish much faster than a 200 or 300-watt heating element, which is good because there's not as much water in reserve. So we'll do the changeover. So it's running off a DC 24-volt power. And we'll give it a test and run it for a while and see how we like it.
Ooh, I haven't really opened this up yet. This was a point of our build that we wanted to prioritize, and that's water purification. So in the past we had water filters that were pretty good, but we are thinking of traveling in this build globally. So we wanted a water filter that could protect us outside of the US where water quality is not so good. So this is a Seagull filter. It is the Seagull for X2 KB. So this is still a 3-stage system, but it's all inside of this. And it filters out viruses, particles, bacteria. So it's a pretty intense water filter, and it's definitely not the budget option. I think we paid just over $900 for this, but when you consider the possibility of getting sick from your water, that's a small investment when this is all of our drinking water full-time, so our full-time house. We're not going to put in a separate water faucet for this. We are just going to filter the cold right into our kitchen faucet and drink out of that because we want to filter all the water that we're cooking with, that we're drinking. It also doesn't require electricity. We saw some UV filters, and this was by far just the most simple and filtered down to the smallest micron level. Oh, and right before this filter in the system, we're going to have a 5-micron filter. This is 0.4 microns, so we're going to stick a 5-micron filter in front of this to help extend the life of this more expensive filter. So we're just going to put a cheaper, higher micron filter in front of it, and it'll filter out a lot of the nasty stuff before it gets to this more expensive filter, and then hopefully we can go a much longer time in between changing these. We researched these for a really long time to decide what we were going to go with, and this is what we decided on. So I'm interested to see how it makes the water taste. We've had this sitting in the shop for months and months. It was one of the first things we ordered, so today's the day we're finally hooking it up.
There it goes. Gotta get this lag out of here so we can get the water tank in. 100-gallon water tank this time. We've used 75 in the past. It's been great. That's usually 10 days easy. You can stretch it to maybe 2 weeks. So 100 should get us 3 weeks, I think, pretty comfortably. The less you gotta go fill the water up, the better. It's always the thing that drags you to town first. Just leave them in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And no, this is not the final wiring. I'm kidding. This is the final wiring setup right here. I'm gonna leave it just like that.
Like a curtain in front of the bed.
Exactly.
Who needs a curtain when you have all of this wiring?
It's marine grade. I mean, it's safe.
Our water tank is covered in dogs. Guys, I need the water tank.
I don't care. I need a bed.
I need this that you're laying on. I need over here.
Yeah.
It's like half done. No, Mateo. Here, get back on your pillow.
In the backpack. All right. Hopefully it fits through the under the bed. I'm just kidding. I know we checked it before. Anybody who's ever done plumbing knows it's annoying. Nothing universally interacts. So you got 3/8, you got 1/2 inch, you got PEX, you got threaded, you got everything. Anyways, fittings on this are 3/8 pipe thread. So what I came up with is a 3/8 to 1/2 inch, which goes with the faucet. I needed a shut off. This PEX to 3/8 will get me a shut off and get me back to PEX. Just trying to find a 3/8 to 1/2 inch. I couldn't find it. I'm sure it exists, but plumbing aisle is overwhelming. Anyways, I got a game plan. Hopefully it's gonna work. And then we'll be on our way. If not, I'll be back at the hardware store later. That is going to work. So that is an encouraging start.
So this is the RS2SG filter, and it has to be replaced every 2,000 gallons. But then we're putting that 5-micron filter in front of it. So we should be able to get more than 2,000 gallons because these are expensive filters, so we don't want to be replacing them constantly.
Yeah. That's easy to figure out though, because the tank's 100. That's it. Kind of like this, the idea of it going vertical. This pump does vibrate a lot, so whatever you mount it to needs to be pretty secure. So we'll see. We'll get it laid out in the compartment and see what we like. But I might be able to build a little wall behind this that they can screw into. We'll figure it out. cold is coming off the filter. So the shutoff will be before the 2 filters. So that way, when you change the filters out, you can shut the water off before that. And the cold side will connect to the exit from this filter. So that'll thread right on there. There's also one filter before the Seagull, which will connect. This will actually connect before that. So this will get you PEX filter to filter, out of the filter to 1/2 inch threaded. Obviously I have to do this once this is through, so I can't actually connect these yet, and this will mount in the cabinet. Put these 2 in, and then these will lock it in on the bottom. Taking out this 120 volt heating element and putting in a 24 volt DC heating element. I'm going to attempt to reuse the gasket that is on here. I've had the worst luck with the ones that have come on these DC units, so I've had to do high heat silicone every time, and that's worked great. So I probably should just do that right now. I'll probably be kicking myself soon, but I'm going to take this gasket off, put it on that one, and give it a shot. And I'll probably see you back here in 2 days when I'm making my own gasket. Let me see how it feels. So I can test this today as soon as I get water in the tank and this wired. But this, if it fails, we'll just take it out, drain the tank, dry it up, and then make one later today. And then it won't set me back too far, so we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna go just hand tight now, and then maybe give it a 1/4 crank off the wrench, and hopefully it works. Most of our DC appliances have a small enough amp draw that I can use either a 12 gauge or smaller wire, which I have a lot of that. But the water heater element has a little higher amp draw, and for the distance it's at, I need to go up to 10 gauge. Also, the oven and stove cooktop heater also need power, and they have a decent amp draw, and they're kind of farther away, so I need 10 gauge for that. So I got a big 100-foot spool here. It's pretty cool. I usually don't have much of this around. Usually I'm just ordering 10, 20 feet at a time, but I went for it this time. We're set up. On the installation. job.
Thank you. Look out.
Oh, this is ridiculous looking. Need help?
No.
I don't think I could have done that. The Unimog birth to human.
Covered in fiberglass again. Again.
Good time.
Thought we were almost done with that. No, still more holes to cut.
There's a few more.
The sun is going down, so we are about to move the Mog into the shop so we can keep working past, I don't know, like 4:30.
Yeah, it's a rough time of year.
Time to go inside.
You want to hear a story? My father was a drinker. One day he comes home a little more tilted than normal.
Oh my god.
I haven't heard that in a while, so I'm sure those lines are off. You guys get it. Joker. It looks like Joker right now.